At least it's sunny today. Yesterday was kind of an abysmal. So I got drunk. Hey guys.
That's why, we're basically in Canada, it feels like.
Pretty much.
So,
the Great White North.
Let's drink some 33-year-old Canadian whiskey.
You betcha.
Finished in Kentucky in Oloroso and French oak casks.
This is just multinational.
Yeah, it really is. So,
it brings us together.
Look at us.
I got this, I don't know, several months ago. And I thought about this for a long time before I actually pulled the trigger on it. And I'm a big fan of barrel whiskey, barrel bourbon.
Got a handful of them.
Yeah. So I really didn't want, because I'm not a big Oloroso sherry cask finish guy.
Unless it's Scotch. And
Yeah,
then it kind of fits that.
Yeah.
But
So I was super reluctant, but ultimately the 33-year thing kind of intrigued me. But it's 140 proof.
Zoinks.
Hazmat.
This is the last one for the day, boys.
Yeah. So here we are.
We-
Retail on this, and I don't even know if there's a secondary. It doesn't really matter if there is, but I think I paid $200, $220. It's in that ballpark.
Not too bad.
So
Not as bad as I thought.
Not too bad for a nice 33-year-old.
yeah,
Feel like
I
there's
just love their
a little
feel how
a
heavy
nice
that
tight
is.
cork. Is that not what we were doing?
It's hefty.
Oh, it's a girthy, heavy cork too. It's
It fills the gap well.
like a lead pipe.
There you go. Just
Oh, we're doing
however-
self-pour.
Yeah.
Self-pour Sunday. This
I'm
is
bad
how
at
we get
this.
in trouble. Holy gluggernuts.
It's an ounce and a half. Stop.
Right off the rip, I'm not sure.
Hold on, I gotta catch up.
I don't know. It's sherry.
Yeah. There again, if you wouldn't have known or you didn't tell me,
This is another one of those.
Okay, the sherry's starting to fade already.
let's give it a minute here. Maybe
Yeah,
we can use this
Hey,
time.
let's just talk.
There's a proof though.
Let's encourage everybody to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Recommend us to at least one friend.
Hit
Yeah.
the bell for notifications.
Yeah.
Leave some comments. Tell us how good or bad we are at this. I almost said
And
bad
if
first.
you want a shirt or any of our fancy Glencairns,
these are
we
cool.
have some stuff available. We even have rocks glasses now with this here I Make Poor Decisions logo.
They rock.
Quality
Yeah, we
stuff.
got some stuff.
You know, we're past Christmas, so now you can just start shopping for next year.
Yourself.
Maybe there's somebody special in your life. Maybe you got some law enforcement friends that would like this thin blue stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Well,
we're going in.
I will say
It's
it's gotten better just in the couple of minutes. Like right out of the bottle, it was very sherry.
Ooh. Very sherry indeed. That's not even the proofiness that I'm reacting to. I mean, yeah, it's there. It's hot.
Proofy. It's hot.
But I got a real thing about wine finishes in general.
Yeah.
You can fancy it up. You can have all the different kinds of wines.
I actually had somebody when I was talking about some of my barrel finishing stuff that I've been doing over the last like year and a half or so.
Yeah. Don't mind me.
They
Keep going.
asked if I had ever done anything with wine, and the answer is no, because that's not. I don't personally care for it generally. I've never done a.
Finished in a bag of Franzia.
Now that maybe.
Leave it to bottom shelf. I'll figure out a way to perk this up a little
Old
bit.
Crow, Franzia finish.
Oh.
Trendsetter.
I'm down. We got to do it.
Great. I've created yet another monster. So I'll tell you what, this is okay, but there's a big kind of if here.
The nose.
The proof is
Proof.
most
The
redeeming.
nose
Price.
is
I like
nice.
it.
There's
I mean,
not
it does
a lot
have
of.
a sweet, the flavor.
It's not
doesn't
super
really-
complex. It's just it's nice.
What
It's
if this
enjoyable.
was,
Sweet brown sugar. You guess definitely get the fruit notes.
Yeah.
if this was 90 proof, it would suck and it would just taste like wine.
It would be watered down wine.
Yep.
Yeah.
But at 100 and, what'd you say?
40. Right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it is. Just another sip for a sipper over here.
Or hazmat.
Yeah. No.
Get the old Tyvek suits out.
And I cannot endorse this product.
I will say the palate. I don't know. It is so forward with the sherry and like kind of that fruity, grapey wine thing that there is really not much else to pick out other than the proof.
Yeah, that's probably, in this case, that probably redeems it. Any lower proof, and I think it probably gets worse.
Yeah, anything under 120 and this thing would have been...
It's just fruit juice.
Yeah.
That's a little dramatic from my
we're drinking Capri Suns.
Yeah, really.
Also Franzia.
This is melt through a bag of Capri Sun.
I'm really struggling with this. I think it's not my favorite price point, although I think the price point you're paying for the proof.
Yeah.
Being a 33-year-old
I would expect
140 proofer,
a lot
that's
more.
A decent price
Yeah,
point.
true. You're right there.
There is nothing that like, you say, hey, I got a 33-year-old whiskey.
Yeah, you're immediately over $1,000.
Barrel strength, kind of 140 proof. I'm gonna be like, was it like $1,000? And you make a few $100. Okay, I'll try it.
And then you try it, and
I kind of dig it.
Be glad you didn't spend $1,000.
Really? Yeah.
Kind of a thing. Okay.
For its uniqueness, it's good. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but it is exactly what the label says.
Yeah.
Okay. Truth and
high proof,
I like that.
and it kind of cooks. It kind of cooks you at the back end. You can get it on your nose if you inhale a little too hard. It's all proof.
If you get your nose too deep in the glass,
it'll get you. But it is every bit of all of the notes of sherry and finishes. It's a Canadian whiskey.
Yep.
So it's got those kind of softer notes hidden in there, but they're really, really far behind all the sherry finish. It's up front.
Do you get kind of a weird, I'm going to use the term brightness, and I don't want to say mint, but there's almost like a cooling effect.
That's just all the alcohol. It's got to be.
Could be. I don't know. They're on the palate, not the nose.
I did get something
Like
kind of at the back.
Like
maybe.
Like a menthol.
It's more medicinal than mint.
But it almost like when you take a sip of it and then you inhale through your mouth, you almost get that like that freshness of like that you just had a breath mint.
I can see that. I'm kind of getting that too. It improved a little bit in the 5 minutes we've been sitting here yapping, but
I will not reach for that very often.
You'd have to have a kind of a purposeful need.
Yeah.
I
don't really know if there's a need for a 33-year 100 proofer, 140 proofer.
That's a fun one to offer up and share to people.
There again, if you're...
Oh, so he's like, I love proof. Okay.
Well, that too, and it feels like we've gone through a lot of, the finished whiskey is a thing now. And this is one more kind of in that, and this is probably one of the better ones that we've run across, but stick to just whiskey. Just regular old corn liquor. That's all we really need.
Oh, another corn.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm good with me purchasing. I'm not regretting.
This isn't a regret bottle.
No.
Again, it's a 33-year-old, 140 proof for under a house payment. I think you did okay.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Well, there you go.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm going to say 1.5. I'm still on the fence.
You're leaning?
I'm on the fence.
Let's see what it does when it's been sitting up there for 6 months or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll revisit this when
we can see.
Summertime.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So, recommend or not? Even Jimmy, I know, probably gravitating towards.
It doesn't meet any
side.
of my kind of criteria. Obviously, high proof, way too high. High price, way too high. I'm not a big wine finish, dude anyway. So unfortunately, I'm out.
What do you think? At 200, call it 225.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up. It is everything the label says.
All right.
It is. You got sherry, you got every finish in there, and then you've got the Canadian whiskey that's in there. High proof. It fits exactly what it says.
If I will say this, if you generally like these things, if you typically like Oloroso sherry finished, and you gravitate towards the higher proof stuff. So if you're talking 120 plus, 130 plus, if you generally enjoy those, I'm going to say this is a recommend.
For sure,
yeah, this is a recommend if you don't normally like that stuff. If you hang out in the 100 to 105 range,
don't do it.
And you like just regular old bourbon whiskey with nothing special, fancy.
Don't go fancying it up there,
If you
Ross.
prefer Russell's 10,
Yeah.
Probably not.
This isn't going to be for you,
No.
for sure. But I will say this.
You exactly described me. Good job.
You're welcome.
I will agree that
we drink
if
together.
these things are something that you typically enjoy, I think this is maybe a splurge bottle for that person.
Oh yeah.
Is it available? Can you get it?
I would say potentially.
Okay.
With how unique it is, and the guys
and the
gravitating
I think if it,
towards or away from it.
I think it's going to be relatively, because not too many people are going to want to just take a chance on it. They're going to see a
That's
lot
a
of things
pricey
on
chance.
that label
Unless your
that
name is
scare
Michael.
them.
Yeah, you can be like, ooh, goody.
To include the price, they're going to say 33-year-old Canadian whiskey, finished in Oloroso sherry casks.
That 140 number is going to get them.
Yeah. So I would say that the chances of you stumbling into this may be moderate. Like
Okay.
you may be able to. I haven't seen it sitting on a shelf, since the day that I bought it here, but I've never seen it in any other stores.
Well, let us know wherever you live. If you're a barrel bourbon guy.
Yeah.
Well, we're always in the mood for some comments and some interaction.
Yep. Look forward to hearing some opinions on it, because seems like we're
Split
kinda
decision
split
here.
decision and I'm kind of on the fence on it, but I could see where, if this is your cup of tea, then it's definitely going to be worth picking up. So we'll see you next time right here at Thin Blue Whiskey.